All right. Hey, thanks for being here. I just want to do a quick little demo. You are wondering about how to containerize your workloads and get them into the cloud or to your friends. And there's a simple solution. The main thing here is friends don't let friends use Dockerfile, right? If you're using Spring, just get rid of the Dockerfile and let's just use buildpacks. And I'm going to just do a quick little demo and show you about buildpacks. So I want to, uh, I don't want to do the inception thing. So here we go. I am going to add a couple of things. I want to add another screen. I don't have my dual set up here. So let's do it this way. Not that one. Share screen. I want to grab this tab. So now I'm on start.spring.io, which you're comfortable with. I'm grabbing Maven Java 3.2.4. I've given it a name. I've added GraalVM support because I do that by default. I've added Spring Web and Spring Boot Actuator to give myself a simple application that works. We don't have to do a whole lot of code. So here we go. I want to generate this. Java 22 is out, but the build pack doesn't support Java 22 as of yet. So I'm going to use Java 21 for today, and I'll work on getting out of the build pack. So let's generate this. Hello zip. So I've got a hello zip, and then let's go over to another screen. Oh wait, I didn't show you. Sorry about that. Here. So that's the application that I built. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you, Robotech. Thanks for being here. Hello, Miguel. I'm doing fine. We're gonna talk about quick containerizing an application, and yeah, that we can take to production anywhere, right? The containers is a new artifact, but friends don't let friends use Dockerfile. So here we go. I hope everybody can hear me okay. But let me know if there's anything. Simon, I'm glad that you're here. So let's go. I just generated this application, and let's go take a look at it. So I'll stop this share, and I will grab another window. Here we go. And that, and we're good. So let's jump in here. Let's unzip this application that we just built. Whoops. Unzip this application that we just generated with start.spring.io. Let's go in there. Let's make sure it runs nv and w spring boot run. Our application is going to be up and running. Again, we're using Spring Boot 3.2.4. We're on the latest and greatest. Fantastic. So our application works. I could go and check and validate it, but it's working. I don't have the multiple screens. So now, how do we containerize it? Right? Oftentimes people are like, "Hey, what are the best practices around building a Dockerfile?" Again, friends don't let friends use Dockerfile, so we're going to use buildpacks, and the Spring team has made this really easy for us. So all that I have to do in order to containerize this image is I need to have Docker running because we're going to use buildpacks. Buildpacks are container images, and those container images are going to generate an OCI image for us. So I've got Docker running. It's got some stuff. It's up. So now let's do the quick. I get it. Let's look at that POM. Here in the POM XML, we have a plugin, the Spring Boot Maven plugin. That's all that we need. You don't have to have a Dockerfile. There is no Dockerfile in this directory. So what we're going to use /mvnw spring-boot :build-image. Boom. That's it. It's going to go, and we get it, like all the best practices, all of the stuff that you need to generate an OCI image. What did I do? Execution build. Oh, it says 22. Did I choose? I knew that. Wait, what's happening? I knew that this version wasn't going to be there. What is happening? It says using 22 extracted from manifest. Why did it do that? Grep. And what's the saying? Oh, I know why. because I'm using the wrong version. So SDK list Java pipe grep installed. I default to using Java 22, but I can't use that. See, we were using Java 22, and in my build pack, I need to use Java 21. So let's do SDK use Java 21.0.2 dash raw CE. That'll work. So now let's try that again. MVNW, MVNW, Spring Boot, build, image, and we should be good. So it's building, it's compiling, it's doing its thing. Now the build pack takes over. The build pack says, hey, I see that you're using Java. What is happening? And clean, right? Java dash version 2102. Come on, don't embarrass me. Here we go. Fingers crossed. What could possibly go wrong? It's a live demo. We're running. We're good. Here we go. Now it's pulling down Java 21 inside the build pack, and it's going to do all the other stuff, all the best practices, all the stuff, the sizing of that image. Everything is done for me because of build pack. So I don't have to have a Dockerfile anywhere. I've got consistency. I can take this exact same thing and I can go to another project. Again, 0 Docker files. Everything's getting built the same way. And now I have that Docker image. That's it. That's it. It doesn't get any easier than that. That's how you build buildpacks. Now, oh, look at this. Sorry, I'm on a different screen. I didn't see all the chats. So hello, everybody. Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here. Hello from Slovakia. If you're here, I'm surrounded by my family. If you're here, I would love for you to share where you're joining from, because that's cool that I get to show my mom and my aunts and uncles. This is fantastic. Chris Bees, I'm so happy to hear. You are a talented artist and awesome. Thomas, yes, I'm hanging in there. I am in North Dakota, and I wish it was for better circumstances, but I'm enjoying my time while I'm here. So I'm interested to hear more about build packs. Build packs are amazing. What we just showed was the build pack. I didn't have to do anything extra to get a containerized image. The build pack has 2 phases, a detect phase and an analyze phase. The detect phase, it says, hey, I understand that I can look at you in this directory and I can see that you're using Java. I saw that it was compiled with Java 22. We had to switch to Java 21 and that it was using Maven. So it knew how to build my application during the detect phase. And then the build phase is it goes and it runs through all the things that it added. So let's jump back here real quick. Up at the top here, it went through its build packs and it said, hey, of all the build packs that are available, we see that, hey, we think you should have this CA certificates. You want to use the JVM, you want to use SIFT, you want to use an executable jar. So during the analyze phase, the detect phase, it said these are the build packs that we're going to put into place. 6 out of the 26 that were available, we're going to put them into place because that's what we saw inside of this repository. So it runs, it executes all the build packs. I can add more, I can add less. I can customize that however I see fit. But that's the output that I got. That's what the Spring team has made it really, really easy for us. Spring team, along with the team over at Paketo, they made it easy for us to get this benefit. So yes, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. But that's it. It is that simple. There was a question here. Thank you for the hats. These are unavailable. There is one run only, and you cannot get them anywhere else. Yeah, I would like to see you at Spring One conference later this year. There will be swag, and if you would like to show off your support for the Spring community, there's no better way than going to the Spring One conference that's coming up later this year. We just announced it. The call for papers is open. If you want to submit something to the Spring One conference and you'd like some help, I'm here to help you. So yes, can you override the base image? Yes. So what you may have noticed was that this is pulling in run Jammy base, the Jammy base build pack. That's what you get by default. I am on ARM64 in Darwin. So I have the upstream Paketo team doesn't have an ARM64 compatible build pack yet. So I've built one. I built a build pack that will allow me to build native images for ARM64. So I have some code that makes it easy. I do this. I change, these are my defaults, project version. These are things that I do on my path to production. Initialize your project, description. This is a Spring Shell project. So I can do project name, And then I add some extensions because this is the way I build my images. And I add the multi-tab arch builder. So I'm now overriding the upstream base image or build pack. And let's take a look at what that looks like. If I cat my home here, this is the plugin. This is the Maven plugin. And this is the configuration where I'm overriding the build image. So I'm using my Deshaun Builder Tiny. And this image, if you're on x86, it's just using the upstream jammy Tiny build pack. But if you are on ARM64 architecture, it's using my version of the build pack that allows you to generate ARM64 images. And so now I'm using my version of the builder, and I can do the same thing. Maven Spring boot, and I can use the same command, build image. And this time it's going to pull down, because it probably doesn't have it. It's going to pull down my version because it sees I'm on ARM64, and there it is. It's pulling down my build pack, but it's doing the same steps. I'm still using the Spring Boot Maven plugin in order to build this image, but now I'm using a different builder. So the same steps, but that is a great question, and you absolutely can do that. Hello from Brazil. I'm so glad that you're here. So this is it. This is all that I wanted to show. The number one thing I want you to remember, friends, don't let friends use Dockerfile. Use build packs. All those best practices are built into the build pack. You have all the benefit of everything that's coming from that build pack, and you have consistency because you're using build packs. So if you've got 12 projects and you've got 12 Docker files and a new CVE gets released or a new JVM gets released, how do you take advantage of that? Either you go through all of those Docker files and use the updates and you have to recalculate how much space that image needs, or you use a build pack and you get all the benefit of the sizing, the memory calculators. That's all built into the build pack, and you get to take it to production. So it's that easy. Here we go. So you can see here that now I've got an image using my build pack and my conventions around naming, and that's how we go to production. Oh, yes. And friends, thank you, Simon. Friends do teach friends about SDKman. SDKman is what allows me to switch between Java versions. Again, Java 22 got released last week. Java 21 is old. We're moving forward. If you want to take advantage of Java 22 SDK, install Java 22-liberica. That's how easy it is. And yeah, whoa, look at this. Hello from Serbia. I've been 4 years in Williston, North Dakota. Ron or Ralph, Mom, somebody just joined the stream from Serbia, but has been 4 years in Williston, North Dakota. So right now I'm talking, this is fun, right? I'm talking, hello from Serbia. I've been 4 years in Williston, North Dakota, Black Gold Town. Wow. So this is awesome, right? This is fun for me. Thank you for sharing where you're joining from, and yeah, thanks. That was fun. There was a lady up here. She was black, but she would self-consider her table. And we struck up a conversation. She's from Johannesburg area. Yep. So there are people here from Nigeria. And she right now. Came up here. She was a traveling nurse. Yep. And making some money because she was building an apartment house. Four-level apartment house. Wow. And she says, when I need money, I just go work. Travel. And then I go back. Yep. And I don't let anybody work on it. Take care of business. She said, you know what? And she says, I'm just basically done. I might not quite finish with this trip. There you go. Back. She was a nice, sweet lady. Yeah. So tall. Yep. You know, just, how did you end up here? Well, they advertised for just getting $151 an hour. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. That's what I wanted to show. That's what I wanted to share. If you've got questions about containerizing workloads, now's the time. If you come to my house for dinner and you leave hungry, That's your fault. If you're here and you've got questions about, hey, what if I've got a Dockerfile? How easy is it to switch? I just showed you it's easy. You don't need to worry about Docker files. Nobody wants to maintain Docker files. You've got enough things on your plate to worry about getting to production. So if you've got questions, now's the time to ask. Don't leave hungry. And if there's no questions, that's okay too. I'll be back later. Yeah, if you enjoy it, hit the button, follow, subscribe, do the things. Friends don't let friends use Dockerfile. Friends let friends know about SDK Man. And yeah, that's all I've got. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, now's the time. I'll give it a couple more minutes and we'll see. If not, like fantastic. That's it. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see everybody soon. Bye.